Hello my friends. Today I am getting ready for my virtual work holiday party and I thought it'd be fun to do a get ready with me Q&A. So I'll leave mention of the products that I'm using in the description box below, but we're not going to be talking too much about products or technique. We're just going to be chatting and putting on makeup, and I will, we're going to talk a little about makeup as we go. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Okay, so the first question we have is, I wanted to know how you ended up on YouTube, and also before YouTube, what were you doing and what's your current work scenario? So I have been on YouTube for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I haven't always been the most consistent. I feel like this year I've been really consistent, and that's because honestly working from home has given me that opportunity. Just not having to commute during the day makes a big difference, and also it's not like I can go anywhere in the evenings, so it's giving me a lot more time, and I've really enjoyed it and being more committed this year. So definitely for 2021 planning on keeping that going. We're going to use a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a product that I haven't really used too much, but I'm getting ready to do a video of my full collection of Charlotte Tilbury. I want to review every single product and product category that I own. So a few of the products that I don't reach for as much, I'm just trying to work into my routine over the next week or two. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to film. I want to feel like I have a conclusive thought on every product, but I'm just trying to use this product a little bit more so I can speak about it. Anyways, so in terms of my work situation, I work full-time in a consulting role. I've been at my company for about 2 years, and yeah, I've been at my company for about 2 years, and prior to that I worked somewhere else for about 4. Okay, I'm going to be using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This thing is obviously iconic on YouTube, and I'm so excited that they sent it over to me to try. And I have the shade 3, so I'm hoping it's not too dark on me or too yellow. I think I also put too much on my brush. So anyways, so I work full-time, I do YouTube part-time. I am not interested in going full-time on YouTube. I really like my job, I like my career, I've worked really hard to get where I am, but I really enjoy YouTube, and it is such a fun and meaningful hobby for me. I ended up on YouTube because I started a blog. I know I've talked about this in other Q&As, but I've had a blog for a number of years. I don't write on it anymore, but I had a blog for a couple of years before I started YouTube, and I just feel like on YouTube I have a much more engaging community, just more back and forth and more connection. And I mean, I was really looking to, when I started my blog, I was really looking to connect with other people who love makeup and love pretty things as much as I do. Because I didn't really feel like I had any friends who cared as much about that. And I have converted some of my friends to being makeup enthusiasts, but I'm still head and shoulders beyond my friends when it comes to my obsession. This foundation is really beautiful. I think definitely less. I don't need as much as I thought I did, but it's really beautiful. Okay, so Jenna wants to know, how do you deal with the COVID situation in life right now? So I've been really fortunate. Like, my company is really empathetic and understanding about the situation, and like I said, I'm actually getting ready for my work holiday party. It's virtual, but I always love getting like dressed up for holiday parties, so I wanted to do that and do some filming before anyways, so at least I'll look all festive. Honestly, just deal. Like, I stay home. I'm thankful for all the things I can do. I'm thankful to have a hobby that I can do at home. Obviously I miss my friends and hang out with my family, but you know, that's life, and you know, hopefully there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and just we've done a lot of takeout, we've hung out at home, and I don't know, it's just kind of the situation we're in. And I just kind of choose to look at like all the things I do have and the opportunities I have, and I've had, you know, lots of Zoom calls with friends, and you know, one of my friends who had a baby, we went for a walk in the park. Like one of my friends who lives in my building, her and I have gone for some walks just to go up to like, you know, some of the like the grocery store or whatever. Like we try to do little things like that to, you know, have fun and be safe and connect with people, and yeah. And I have a lot of time. I respond to basically all my comments on here, and you know, Vlogmas has kept me really busy, and I think for me just keeping busy has been a really great way to deal with the situation. I've taken on some freelance clients, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Afia wants to know, how do you manage your YouTube channel and your general life? Well, I don't really have a general life right now because of COVID, so I have a lot of time for YouTube. But in normal times, I always take the philosophy that real life comes first. And like, you know, I love YouTube, I love connecting with you guys, I love just like all the opportunities it's given me, I love the friendships it's given me. But at the end of the day, my real job and my husband and my family comes first. And like, you know, I obviously really appreciate getting sent PR, and I'm not in YouTube for the money by any means. But for me, like a good month of YouTube AdSense is like, I don't know, 120 bucks. And a good, those bras even enough. You know, and a good month of affiliate codes is, or affiliate links is like 50 bucks. So it's very easy to prioritize the job that actually pays your bills. Do you know cooking? Yeah, I know how to cook. My husband's, I think, more enthusiastic about cooking, but I prefer baking. Okay, Marcia Carmen wants to know the best eyeliner. So I think I'm gonna do a video about my tips and tricks for eyeliner. I'm gonna put a little concealer. This is, again, the Armani one. Also has like a really big doe foot. Very cool. So I think I'm gonna do a video just all about eyeliner tips and tricks. But essentially for me, to get the winged liner look that, you know, I love and that you guys see all the time, I use the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen to do the wing, and then I tightline using the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacker. I also really like the Pixie one if you're looking for a more affordable tightliner, but to me the tightlining is, I think, the game changer. Okay, we're gonna let the foundation just sort of settle its way into the skin before I go in with like blush, bronzer, setting powder. So onto the eyes, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury, the Super Nudes palette, which is a palette defined for smoky eyes. Now let me know if you guys are interested in a smoky eye tutorial. I feel like I mentioned this in another video, but I've been working with a friend doing some makeup lessons for her, and she is a lot, you know, less experienced in makeup, and so she was really interested in getting a smoky eye tutorial. So I did one for her, and I hadn't really, like, a smoky eye isn't really my eye of choice. I much prefer that like glowing ethereal kind of look, and so I haven't really reached for a smoky eye in a long time, but she wanted to learn one, so we did, and I couldn't get over how nice it looked. Like, it had been such a long time, and so I'm kind of enjoying leaning back into the smoky eye. I still love my ethereal, like, shimmering look, but I'd switch it up a little today. Okay, so Maria wants to know, what do you do for a living? So I, like I mentioned, I'm a consultant, sort of like in a communications, like PR kind of world. What made me decide to start a YouTube channel? well, I had, as I mentioned with that blog, I just really felt like I wasn't getting comments. Like I was getting tons of views. In fact, like honestly more views than I get on YouTube. But the people who were there, it's like they were just there to read it. They didn't really care about the person behind the blog. And so once I started my YouTube, I just kind of feel like the people who are on YouTube or watching my YouTube care a little bit more about me and engage a bit more. How much makeup do I own? Oh my god, I don't even know. I have a room dedicated to it, basically. I am hoping to move at some point in 2021. And so what I'd like to do once I move is, this brush has nothing on it. What I'd like to do once I move, I think, is do a full makeup collection video. It's just really tough to do in the space because my office I share with my husband. So this is also his office, and it's just kind of tough to do that. How do I store it all? I have a number of IKEA products, including the Alex drawers, which I have 2 Alex 9 drawers that are just filled to the brim, like overflowing with makeup. And then in my closet, that's where I keep my giveaway boxes. I have like this like bin of products that are destined for giveaways, and I just sort of wait for the right moment to pass them on. Okay, so Jamie wants to know if there's an influencer who's had a big impact on my creativity. And I don't really think so. I mean, like, I enjoy watching YouTube, but there's not a ton of people lately, like beyond people who I would consider friends, who I watch a whole lot. I mean, I used to really love Madison Miller when I was a little bit younger, but I don't watch her as much lately. Who else? I used to really enjoy Rach Loves, but I feel like maybe her content and my life right now aren't lined up. I don't know, a lot of the people I used to really enjoy watching, I feel like have gone onto the world of mommy blogging, which is totally fine. It just, for me right now, like, I don't really watch a ton of that kind of content. Put a little bit of black under here. Okay, I'm gonna use the black eyeshadow in here to do like a shadow liner. Hey there, it's Editing Alana. So as I was playing this back and doing the editing, I realized there was sort of one other category of content that I hadn't spoken a lot about. And so when I think about my inspiration or YouTubers I enjoy, over the last, I would say 6 to 8 months, probably more like 6 months, I've really gotten into watching like luxury handbag YouTubers. I really enjoy like Mel in Melbourne. I enjoy Isabel Style. There's a whole bunch. Lots of smaller creators I enjoy too. But I've just really gotten into watching it. I found it really informative. I find it interesting. And I still definitely love watching makeup content. But I enjoy having that variety. And I've definitely learned a lot. And obviously my interest has grown in that over the years. And I think you're starting to see that reflected in my content too. But just wanted to add that in. I think before we go any further, I just want to set this. So I'm going to go in with my Givenchy Prisme Libre. Yeah, in terms of other influencers, honestly, I generally prefer to watch, I wouldn't necessarily say smaller accounts, but accounts where the influencer is not a full-time influencer. I just find it more relatable to me and my life. And where I'm at, whether it's like determining if products are worth the money or like their lifestyle or like the kind of looks they do. I prefer people who are sort of pursuing the career track like myself, and you know, who do things outside of YouTube. So Jamie also wants to know what was the deciding factor in creating your channel and what were your must-haves to get started. So I sort of eased into it because I come from the blogging world. But for me, I was just looking for, well, it's kind of a two-part. I was definitely looking for a more genuine interactions with my audience. And I just think on YouTube that because you see the person's face and like their personality, I just think the viewers generally care more. Just like I definitely feel like you guys, not this much, I don't know. You know, I definitely feel like you guys care more about me and kind of what I'm up to. And on blogs, I just feel like a lot of my content was sort of people doing image searches for swatches and not really being too interested in like the person who is doing all that work. I also have always been, like, I love communicating, but I've always been a talker, and so YouTube I just feel like sort of comes naturally to me. Deciding, okay, and must-have to get started. I mean, you need a camera. I got a mic. I did this with just like a plain camera. Like, my camera now has a screen that pops out, but I did it for a very long time with a camera that didn't have those capabilities, and so that was hard. But once I realized it was something I definitely wanted to keep doing, like I've always had a good camera for travel and that kind of stuff, so it wasn't too big a deal for me to upgrade my camera. What else? And then I eventually got lights. Having a ring light has definitely helped. And then one of my biggest hacks is I have a foam board with marble contact paper on it, and I use that for a lot of my Instagram backgrounds. Beauty queen, my question is, how are you so beautiful and cute? Please tell me. Subscribe to my channel because I do makeup videos. That is how I am so beautiful, is I put makeup on. And I mean, more seriously, I take really good care of my skin. I think if you take good care of your skin and you have good skin, then you're always gonna look beautiful, because I think looking beautiful generally stems from looking healthy and like you take care of yourself. So I put a lot of effort into my skin and just giving it what it needs, and you know, I get a lot of compliments on just how like clean and clear my skin is. So I think that's also a part of it. Okay, Foodie asked, how did I start my YouTube channel? I think we've spoken about that. And then Marcia Ann asked favorite eyeliner, so we will do a whole video on that. And then am I interested in Indian traditional wears? I definitely think the outfits are beautiful, although I have never worn one. Okay, I think that's it for the Q&A, so I'm just gonna finish getting ready. I'm just gonna chat. So when I was thinking about doing this video, the other thing I wanted to do was use some of my Charlotte Tilbury holiday makeup pieces. So I used that super nude eyeshadow palette, which I think is super beautiful, and now I have the mini Filmstar Bronze and Glow. You guys know I use my Filmstar Bronze and Glow all the time, but I'd wanted to try the mini. I did purchase it with travel in mind, maybe optimistically for 2021, but truly this is one of my all-time favorite products, and so to have a mini of it for, you know, the future of weekends away to see my parents or my in-laws, you know, for travel. Hopefully I'll get to go to Italy next year, just for things like that. I love the idea of kind of having it in my makeup bag. I realize that this year is not the best year to be recommending travel products, but I wanted it and I'm a big fan. So for our blush, we're going to use the Cheek to Chic Squish Pop and Blusher in First Love, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite blush from Charlotte Tilbury. It doesn't really look like much in the pan, but kind of like Tarte Exposed, it just does a beautiful job of sculpting your face. It's like, and I think this is great when you don't want the blush to be the center of attention on your look. You just sort of want everything to complement each other and just kind of look nude and gorgeous. So I'm gonna add a little bit of lip balm. This is the Burt's Bees Coconut and Pear, and I got this in PR for one of my holiday sets, and actually my husband took the set, but I really wanted this one because it just tastes so tropical and yummy. Okay, we're gonna go in with the highlighter now. And this highlighter is just like perfection. I just love how lit from within it is and how it's never too much. And I think it just really fits with the looks that I enjoy. And then one of the things I'm going to do with this smoky eye is I'm just going to put the tiniest little bit of this highlighter under my brow bone. You know what? Actually, something's come to mind. So somebody sort of asked people who have inspired my creativity. And when I was a tween, I loved watching What Not to Wear on TLC. Not sure if anyone else remembers that show. But I mean, I loved the fashion that Stacey and Clinton did. So what do you guys think of these bigger curls? Let me know. Okay, so in terms of my creativity and influencer, I didn't really think of her as an influencer because there weren't like influencers at the time, but I'd say the biggest influence on my makeup style was Carmody from What Not to Wear, because she would just take these people and some of these people were wearing like just a lot of makeup, and she would just help them simplify the look and just brought it down to something that looked so beautiful and healthy and glowy for every day. And I always think of her, like, I'm not even kidding, almost every day when I do my makeup, because she would do this thing called Carmondizing the face, which we now call highlighting, to be honest, but just bringing that little bit of highlight here and then under the brow and right in that like inner corner to just help the eyes look really open and awake. And so yeah, I think honestly the biggest thing, because I feel like the Carmondizing is very signature to me, it's a very signature Alana kind of thing. So yeah, I think actually Carmody from What Not to Wear. Anyways, this is the look for my work party. I think it looks super pretty and bouncy. I might switch to a red lip, but I wanted to really just stick to the pieces that were predominantly in Charlotte Tilbury's holiday collection. I think this is a really pretty look. I got like some gold earrings. I feel like really pretty and glam. Let me know what you think of these bigger curls. I used a different curling barrel on my Dyson Airwrap. So I was really skeptical as I was doing the curls, but I think it turned out really pretty. And I will have my comprehensive Dyson Airwrap video up soon. And based on the day that I'm watching this, as you guys know, we did hit 5,000 subscribers. And so I have a 5,000 subscriber Charlotte Tilbury giveaway up. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this really chill get ready with me. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the giveaway, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.